Hey guys, I'm back with another OU battle that I just had on Showdown not too long ago. Um, let's get into it. Um, my opponent has Chandelure, Pinsir, Alakazam, Kirimbi, Gliscor, and Darmanitan. But looking at his team, I thought I can leave with my Infernape since it's like the really only thing with like Switch Initiative on my team right now, which is like really bad because I only have one switch Pokemon with Switch Initiative. So I leave off my Infernape, and this isn't a normal Infernape. I have a mixed Infernape with HP Ice to deal with dragons or any Pokemon that basically Tonsor resists Ice, because that's the only reason Hidden Power Ice is really worth it. So I lead off with this, and I go straight for the HP Ice. I didn't know what he thing was going to do, but he actually goes for a Sword Dance, which was really risky for me to stay in. He probably predicted me to switch, because he knew he can live an attack and retaliate, but I go for 2 HP Ices, and I just finish this thing off. Um, and now he goes into his Darmanitan, but realizing I don't have a safe switch in, I go into my Zoomer, my only safe switch in, and he goes for Rock Slide, and I'm like, okay, let me just go for Waterfall, which is really stupid because I should have went for 2 Aqua Jets, and that would have probably killed, and that would have probably took no damage. Um, he goes out to the Alakazam, and thinking that his Alakazam, what did I do? Yeah, I was thinking since I'm Assault Vested, I know Alakazams carry Energy Ball, so I should be able to survive Energy Ball. But I wasn't apparently. My Zoomer goes down. I sent him my Infernape, thinking he was his choice in some way, because like I'm Assault Vested that shouldn't have killed, and it's not stab, even though it's coming from Alakazam. So I just go to my Choice Scarf Infernape, and I go straight for a U-turn, and I switch out into my Zapdos, thinking I can probably live a Shadow Ball and retaliate with a Thunderbolt. And then luckily for me, I get the Parahacks, and I get to outspeed this Chandelure next turn and knock it out with a Thunderbolt. But then he goes back into his Alakazam, and I'm thinking my Zapdos can probably live a Psychic, and then boom, and that's cleared my suspicion up that he was Choice Specs. So I go straight into my Latios. I go straight for a Side Shock, knowing that I could probably take two Psychics from this thing. And luckily for me, I get a crit, knocking out his Alakazam, and he sends his Kyurem, and I'm thinking I can outspeed the Kyurem. And then I thought about it. Why would he send out a Kyurem on a Latios unless he's Scarfed after my Latios goes down? So I'm like, okay, so I need to send out Ferrothorn. It's really my only thing that can check this. I know Infernape can't OHKO this because I'm not Iron Fist. I'm Blaze. So I go into my Ferrothorn. I set up rocks to get some damage off on that Pinsir, because that's basically once my team is like really weak to Pinsir, because I only have Medicham and Infernape left, and those easily can be one-shotted by quick attacks. So I go in, I set up my rocks, and I go for the Leech Seed next turn, I believe, which I should have went for a Gyro Ball. That was a misplay on my part. But I unfortunately missed the Leech Seed, and I go for another Leech Seed, and he breaks through Confusion again. So as I go for another Leech Seed, I'm getting some recovery, some reliable recovery back. I end up at 52%, and this turn I believe I go for a Gyro Ball, even though he breaks through Confusion about 3 or 4 times, having to keep my thing up, my health up, to deal with that Pinsir. So I realized I need to sack off a Pokemon to win this. So I switch out my Ferrothorn into my Infernape, sack off my Infernape. I wasn't predicting the Earthquake, but I just sacked it off because I didn't need it at this moment in time. And then I go straight into my Medicham, get a Fake Out on this thing. And Fake Out does around 25%, so I definitely know he's probably going to go for Quick Attack this turn. So I switch out into my Ferrothorn. He goes for Quick Attack. He gets Iron Barber's damage. And then I switch right back out into my Medicham, predicting the Earthquake. So I know I can eat up an Earthquake, and I go for another Fake Out just to get some more residual damage on this thing, because that's my only. This Pinsir basically wrecks my team without Zapdos around. So I go right back out into Ferrothorn, predicting the Quick Attack, and he gets down to 2%. And I eventually switch back out into my Medicham, get a Fake Out off. I don't get a Fake Out off. He quit because he knew he lost at this point. Thanks for watching, and bye.